This is Blue Devil Weekly.
Hello and welcome to Blue Devil Weekly, an exclusive here on MyWayneNews.com. I'm Mike Carnes. We're here in the hallways at Wayne High School talking Blue Devil athletics. On the big show this week, we will talk with Adam Hoffman, the baseball coach, as the Blue Devil baseball team seeking their first win of the year. We'll talk with Dale Hookstein, the track and field coach, as the Wayne High track and field team gets ready to host their meet this week. And also Dave Hicks, the boys golf coach, stopping by to talk about the boys golf team as they get ready to tee off on the 2016 spring season. We'll have that and some other news as well regarding Wayne High athletics and activities, all on the big show this week. We're going to take a time out. When we come back, we'll talk with baseball coach Adam Hoffman about the baseball team right after this time out here at MyWayneNews.com.
At Bank First, we're more than just a checking account or a loan. We understand that convenience is important, and our banking technologies help us do more for you, our customer. Bank First offers e-statements, online banking, bill pay, pop money, mobile banking, debit cards, plus mobile deposit, where you can easily deposit a check using your smartphone, anywhere, anytime. Visit our website to learn more. For financial peace of mind and convenience, come to Bank First, where it's a better way of banking.
Welcome back to Blue Devil Weekly on MyWayneNews.com. It's time to talk baseball. Coach Adam Hoffman, the Wayne baseball team, facing some tough competition this past week. Had to take a home game on the road and came away on the short end of that decision, and then lost a doubleheader at Wahoo on Saturday. Coach, look at the numbers and the play-by-play and everything. Offensively, you guys are playing pretty well. Just need to be able to stop some of the big runs by the other team.
Yeah, we our offense has been better this year, and we've been getting some guys on base, and now what we're looking for is that big hit when we need it. We've left some runners on base where a big hit here or there can change a lot of the momentum of the game and get it on our side. So we're looking for that big hit to get us going. We have scored some runs, but when we get some guys on base, sometimes we don't always seem to get them in, So we have opportunities, we're getting them there. Now we're just looking for that big hit in the game, and the team. The thing about this team is they're scrappy. Okay, we get down sometimes and they don't give up. They keep coming back, and that's encouraging to see, because that Creek game, that first 3 innings, our at-bats were not very good, and then our 4th through about 7th or 8th innings, they got better, and they kept staying with it. They didn't get down and didn't get frustrated. They just kept with their at-bats and with their approaches and fought our way back. So
the Blue Devils trailed 4-0 in that game against Creek. The game was supposed to be played here in Wayne, but of course with the aftermath of the winter storm the week before, the snow still hadn't quite melted out at Hank Orton Field, so we moved the game down south. And Blue Devils played well, came back from a 4-0 deficit, got the game tied, and then lost it in extra innings 7-6. And Micah Sprouse leading the way in that game with 2 hits and 3 RBIs, and a losing effort there for the Blue Devils. And on Saturday, the Blue Devils losing to Wahoo 8-4 and 6-5. Both games pretty competitive. The Blue Devils were able to come back from a 5-2 deficit in the second game to tie the game up at 5-5, and then Wahoo got a run late to get the win in that game. And I thought in both, and we talked about it earlier, but both teams in both games, you guys were able to really you got down early, and then were able to come back and at least make a game of it, and played pretty well at the end.
Yeah, the good thing about Saturday was our defense was better. We still had a few mistakes where it cost us some runs, which a team like that we can't give up extra outs, more at bats and things like that. But from the defensive standpoint, it was better on Saturday, which was good. And then, like I said, we did fight back. We scored first every game, both games. We got ahead, scored in the top of the first inning, which I thought was good to see from us. The other thing with our offense is we gotta cut down on our strikeouts. That's been kind of the thing all year, where you think about it, we strike out 8 or 9 times, whatever it was, and in the second game, Wahoo doesn't strike out at all. So we're us defensively are making 8 or 9 more plays than they have to make. You know what I'm saying? So we need to cut down on our strikeouts, and I think our offense has been better, and it's going to continue to be better and get better, and I'm excited for it. So.
Blue Devils still looking for their first win, 0-5 on the year, but they got 4 cracks at it this week, and 3 of them will be at home. They'll get a chance to play Guardian Angels Central Catholic on Monday night at Hankover and Field, and then Tuesday evening they'll be taking on South Sioux City. They'll go on the road Friday, to face Norfolk, and then be back in town at Hankover and Field on Saturday for a 1 o'clock matchup against Blair. And looking at that schedule, there's a couple opportunities there. I think if you guys play well, you got a couple opportunities to get a win. That Blair game's going to be tough. I know Blair's got a pretty good team coming back this year, but a good week to test your team this week.
Absolutely. The good thing about baseball is there's always a new day, and we got a lot of days ahead of us of games. The next couple of weeks it's going to be crazy. So they got a lot of opportunities, and that's what we keep telling them. That you just turn the page and move on to the next day, and it's time to get better and be better than we were the day before. And we're close right now, and close is not good enough. And now it's time to get that W because we've been there, and now it's time to get it done.
I know we haven't had a chance to talk about it, but you got the new digs there at Hankover and Field. The construction work there pretty much done. A little bit of stuff yet to do, but nice to have some new facilities to work out in.
Yes, absolutely. It's awesome. We enjoy it. Kids love being down there with everything being new, and it's awesome. So
yeah, well, get a chance to get down to Hankover and Field, check out the new grandstand and some of the facilities there, and of course check out Wayne High baseball. The Blue Devils have 3 opportunities at home this week to get a win, and hopefully we'll get at least one, if not more, this week.
Absolutely, we're looking for more.
All right, we'll take your time out and have more here on Blue Devil Weekly right after this time out on MyWayneNews.com.
The Wayne Herald is your source for all the news going on in Wayne and Wayne County. We cover the city and county from government to community events. We also cover Wayne High School events and athletics, as well as high school sports at Laurel, Wakefield, Allen, and Winside. And we also provide the area's best coverage of Wayne State College sports and events. When it comes to Wayne, nobody covers it better than the Wayne Herald and Morning Shopper. Get your subscription now by calling area code 402-375-2600, and also check us out on the web at mywaynenews.com.
Welcome back to Blue Devil Weekly on MyWayneNews.com. Time to talk track and field with Coach Dale Huckstein. The Wayne High track and field team getting outdoors for the first time this season on Tuesday last week at the Columbus SCOTUS Relays. Did fairly well for themselves. The girls long jump team set a new meet record in kind of a different format there from what you usually see at a track meet, but Wayne High faring pretty well in that meet. And Coach, I guess the girls finishing a pretty impressive 4th place, not very far behind a good Class B
Right.
team from Lincoln Pius, and then the long jump foursome setting a meet record. So pretty good day all in all.
Yes, it was. In the field events, they take 4 people in each event. They score the top 3 in each of those. So it's a little different format than what we've seen in the past, and it's good for the kids. They have to do the team aspect as well. And I wasn't really looking for a record, but when they read it over the announcement, it's like, wow, that was really great for the girls. And we scored in all of our field events pretty high. Our distance runners and our sprinters all came through well on the track. Scoring in 12 or 14 events was really a good thing to see.
Yeah, some great results there by the Wayne High girls, and leading the way was the long jump team of Kylie Hammer, Tara Stegeman, Caitlin Groney, and Josie Thompson. They set the new meet record, beating the old record by 1 inch. The total jump for the 4 girls was 47 feet, 11 and a half inches. It's about, 12 foot a girl?
Well, actually, they took the top 3, so we
top
had,
three, so it's about 16 foot a girl.
we averaged over 16 feet for the top 3 jumpers, and so and our 4th jumper came in, and it's kind of nice for them to know that other person's there when it comes down to ties and everything like that. So it worked out well.
So on the other highlights of the day, the discus combination of Danica Schaefer, Jenna Trainhill, Anna Kanishi, and Allison Clausen taking second in that event, and the triple jump team of Hammer, Groney, Thompson, and Shania Anderson also placing second in that event with a combined distance of 94 feet. 3 1/4 inches. On the boys' side, the triple jump foursome of Grayson McBride, Will Anderson, Marcus Furtick, and Christian Rogers led the way for the Wayne High boys. They finished 3rd with a combined effort of 113 feet and 5 1/2 inches. Grayson's kind of made his lunch money there with the high jump, making it to state last year. But both him and Will, and then Marcus Furtick, one of the young guys on the team there. That's a pretty good threesome to work with, and then Christian Rogers on top of that. That's 4 pretty good athletes there now.
Right. We have some really nice, solid athletes coming back in the guys. And he said Grayson, both in the high jump and his triple jump, was always decent last year. He's right there with it again. Will has been pushing him. Marcus Furtick coming in as a freshman did that. And Christian, we're looking more, as our sprint man, as we get into the outdoor season and finally get on the track, in our meet tomorrow where we have the open event. So that will be good to see them, compete that way.
And then also the pole vault team of Nolan Reynolds, Caleb Anderson, Jason Davis, and Cameron Muse placing fourth in that event. And the high jump team of McBride, RJ Liska, Aaron Reynolds, and Colin Clausen tying for fourth. And all the results are in this. We're in the March 31st edition of the Wayne Herald. Now the Blue Devil Invitational coming up tomorrow, Tuesday, at the Kern Track Stadium, just to the south of Wayne High School here. Field events getting started at 1 o'clock, and good day of activity, some good competition coming into this meet with Boone Central and David City among the teams that are coming. Columbus Scotus also going to be here, Pierce. So there's going to be some really good competition here for you guys to be tested by.
Right, and Wakefield's got a smaller school coming in with some solid runners, Lutheran High Northeast. So the competition is great early season, and that's what the other schools like too, is the fact that they get to measure themselves against some great competition early and see how they're starting out the season.
And usually the biggest challenge in this meet is making sure we have decent weather for it. It looks like the forecast is calling for some nice weather, so it should be a good day of track.
We're hoping, they keep sticking that little rain chance in there and a little bit of breeze, but it's early season. It's Nebraska. You never know. I mean, yesterday it was rather warm, and today it's back down to normal. So we're hoping that we get a good crowd. We got some great competition coming to the track. Hope everything runs efficiently and they can see a great meet.
All right, well, looking forward to the meet, Coach. Good luck this week, and we'll have a lot to talk about it next week.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot, Mike.
All right, we'll take a time out and have more here on Blue Devil Weekly right after this time out on MyWayNews.com.
When it comes to the best local coverage, only one online source is a slam dunk for the people of Wayne County, and the surrounding area, and that's MyWayNews.com. From our exclusive Wayne State Coaches Show to breaking news of area news and sports events, MyWayNews.com is your trusted source to keep up to date on news in Wayne, Wakefield, Winside, Laurel, Allen, and the surrounding communities. And for complete award-winning coverage and commentary, turn to the Wayne Herald, our weekly newspaper devoted to covering Wayne County for more than 125 years. Whether it's print or online, we are your go-to source for all the local news, sports, and events happening in our area. The Wayne Herald and MyWayNews.com, an unbeatable combination.
Welcome back to Blue Devil Weekly on MyWayNews.com. It's time to talk boys golf with Coach Dave Hicks, the boys golf team getting ready to tee off the 2016 season. They'll do so this afternoon at 4 o'clock at Wayne Country Club. Got a triangular coming in for the opener for the year, and then they'll be on their first meet next Friday, April 14th at the Laurel Invite. And I guess the word of the year for the team is youth. This is a very young team, only a couple of kids with any experience coming back. So it's a team that's going to be young.
Yeah, we have two that actually played golf before, it seems like, and have been on varsity anyway. We've got 4 freshmen coming in, and only right now 2 of them can compete because they're ready to compete. The other 2 have never played before, so we're basically teaching them how to play golf at this point. So. And we actually do have a meet this Thursday at Beamer, West Point Beamer Invite, so that's the other one. But yeah, we're young. Should see a lot of improvement as the year goes on, and hopefully they'll get a taste of it and want to do more this summer, so they're ready again for next year.
Yeah, Jace Manzel and Garrett Reynolds are the returning players from last year, and both kids obviously will be looked upon to lead the team this year. And then after that, you got 4 freshmen coming in, or 4 first-timers anyway: Austin Furnow, Harley Wheeler, Zach Urbanic, and Peyton DeWald. So got a group of kids that are going to kind of learn on the fly.
Yeah, they are going to learn on the fly, and it's not just teaching them how to hit the ball, it's actually teaching them the game itself, with the rules and etiquette, and so you got all kinds of aspects. You don't have an official out there to tell them what to do and to keep track of everything. You do with districts and state tournament, but not during the season. So yeah, they're going to have to catch on quick, and hopefully they'll do that.
Tell me a little bit about the triangular today. Who's coming to town, and what are you looking for?
Well, we've got Oakland Craig and Wisner Pilger coming to town, and Oakland Craig's been traditionally, they've been pretty decent. Usually have a good golf program. They have a good youth program and a feeder program coming up. So they've been traditionally pretty good. Wisner, I'm not sure. I think new coach this year. I'm not sure what they have coming back. So. We're just going to try to get our kids through, and it's going to be kind of a little bit of daycare out there at the time, where we're actually telling them exactly where to go and what to do, and that's why you're out there. I believe as a coach, you got to be on the course and watching them and showing them things. And some coaches just go out and play. So I'm not one of those. This is a group where they're really going to have to be basically led along by the hand and just. I'd like to have a leash on them too once in a while just to keep them in the right direction. But no, it'll be an experience and it'll be a good one for those young kids, and then it's something that they can play for the rest of their lives too.
Exactly. It's, one thing about golf is that it's a game that you don't get old in very easily, and unless you're not a very good player to begin with. We won't mention any names, but that's the way it goes. But busy season for the golf team. Of course, it'll finish up with the district meet. That'll be in May at Tiburon Golf Club, and I guess we're a month or so away from districts. But I know being in the Class B field in boys golf, that district at Tiburon, that particular district that'll be at Tiburon, always is a challenging district.
Oh yeah, we always we get most of the metro schools. I think West Point and us are the only two schools that aren't from around that area. You got Blair and then all the Elkhorns, and it just goes on and on and on. Scotchies are there, so it's tough, and you get down that metro area, those, they play a lot of times. They play year round. They got indoor facilities they go to. They have their own swing coaches, so it's a whole different ball game when you get down to that metro area. But we just don't have that around here, so that's not an excuse. That's just reality. So that's just the way it's going to be.
All right. Well, busy season ahead for the golf team. A team that'll we'll hope we'll get better as the season goes along with the young group that they have, and of course Jason Garrett will kind of lead the way there for that group. So good luck with the season here. We'll hopefully have some good stuff to talk about on the links this spring.
Sounds good to me. Thanks, Mike.
All right. We'll take your time out and have more here on Blue Devil Weekly right after this time out on MyWayNews.com. Welcome back to Blue Devil Weekly here on MyWayNews.com. Wrapping up a couple of loose ends here as we get another week put to bed here on the big show. First off, the Nebraska School Activities Association announcing their winter academic all-state honors list, and Wayne High kids who made the list in boys basketball: Will Anderson and Colby Kaiser; girls basketball: Gabrielle Ouellette and Danica Schaefer; in speech, Emily Mattis and Meg Osnes; and in wrestling, Steve Kaiser and Cole Koenig. So congratulations to all those kids for being honored by the NSAA on their academic all-state team for winter sports season. Also on the Mid-State Conference all-academic team, a number of kids, 9 in fact, from Wayne High that were honored by the Mid-State Conference, and leading the way was Marta Pulfer, who was named the captain of the Mid-State all-academic team, the only junior from Wayne High on the list, and she's a great runner, and I'll tell you what, as great a runner as she is, she's an even better student. She's got a 35 on her ACT. 36 is a perfect score, by the way, so she's pretty good at that, I would say. But definitely a deserving honor for Marta, and the highest ACT score among the 89 kids on the list that were named by the Mid-State Conference. Also a name from Wayne High School to the all-academic team from the Mid-State Conference were seniors Janessa Cardell, Cole Koenig, Meg Osnes, Sylvia Yeager, Morgan Carson, Amanda Stabler, Mason Reynolds, and Jack Tyson. So congratulations to all those young men and women and on their honors as Mid-State Conference all-academic team members. That'll do it for this week's edition of the Blue Devil Weekly program here on MyWayNews.com. I want to thank the coaches for stopping by, and thank you for tuning in as well. We'll do it up again here next week right here in the hallways at Wayne High School. Until then, this is Mike Carnes. We'll see you later, and go Blue!